My name is Kwame Alfred Holmes. And doesn't that sound like Black History Month? I have a complicated relationship with my name. It's often posed others difficulty as well. The spelling, for example. White folks are prone to add a Q and a U, or sprinkle in a soft I. Black people, who are unfamiliar with its African origin, but whose tongues pop with the rhythmic inclinations of our people, love to add in a syllable. My cousin Debbie is the first, dubbing me Kwame. More worldly white people get the spelling right, but then they misplace me, asking if I'm Ghanaian or more accurately, Akan. I smile. Because they have hold of a fact, they think they have understood something about Black people. White folks often confuse having hold of something with knowing it. If there's anything white and Black Americans share of my name, it is a vague discomfort with the Kwa, K-W-A, a bunching together of letters that, in English, rarely have reason to spend time with each other. It strikes me that Kwa as a sound is already rare, the best evidence being the large number of points attributed to the letter Q in Scrabble. The English spelling, though, that combination, the bringing together of something which hasn't been before, that says something, I think, about the Black American experience. I think a lot about my name, perhaps because I've spent so much time with it, outside of my body, I mean. It lives at the start of every new relationship and hangs in the air at every introduction. In 1980s Brooklyn, I am one of the world's first millennials. The name Kwame isn't as common as it would be amongst the Akan, who give it to every boy born on Saturday. Still, it is anything but strange. My two Black Caribbean parents are part of a generation, a cadre really, that combine revolutionary politics with upward mobility. While I attend a lily-white Quaker school in Prospect Park, the kids I play with in our chosen Bed-Stuy friend family have names like Jabari, Kenya, Zakiya, and so forth. These names are meant to shield us from the world and bring us closer to our own, a new world planted with the darkest of berries and that flows with the sweetest of juices. In that world, when my mother shouts, "Kwame," down Macon Street from the stoop of my dad's grandfather's brownstone after the streetlights go on, I turn back to my good Judy's whirling double Dutch, plausibly pretending that she means someone else. But we don't stay. It's not clear to me why. At age 9, we moved from this Mecca to Montclair, New Jersey. The upper part. Separate from the lower part, the Blacker and working class part. In Bed-Stuy, having a lawyer dad and an exec mom doesn't mean separation from other Black people, but here there is an upper. That comes with a green lawn, and Kwame has lost its green card, now foreign and a site of confusion. Say that again, teachers and mailmen and store clerks ask. Can you say that again? Will you spell that for me? Can you, will you, won't you? My name seems to have a lot of demands. And in meeting them, I develop a repetition compulsion, always seeking the right inflection or tone to give my name what we all long for, the experience of being heard. K-W-A, M like Mary, E. In the suburbs, my name is a customer service training course. When the girls sing, "Say my name, say my name," I instantly join the beehive, singing it in my head at every customer service interaction. Beginnings are much this way for a while. In graduate school, though, something different. In the middle of nowhere, Illinois, I meet another Kwame, this one African. He announces himself in a way I could only dream of. Kwame. It evaporates on the air, broaching no further questions. "No, I was born on a Friday," I tell him as he offers me a bowl of spicy red in the concrete-lined dormitory reserved for international students. Kwame forms a laughing mouth and pitying eyes. Boy, he says across 5 octaves. Kwame is for Saturday. Given at the beginning of life, Akan day names are a big deal. Much like astrological signs, day names mark one's relationship to the Akan lunar month, forming a permanent bond between the child, the earth, the heavens, and the ancestral realm. The Akan believe that the ancestors are reborn within each child, taking up a small space every Saturday within the soul of every Kwame. There, the ancestors get to retaste time as it moves, having grown bored of waiting in the still lake of eternity on the other side. These names mark children as something other than purely individual, as in relation to what's come before and what will come after. Given this complex chain of association, is there any wonder that the Akan revere the trickster Anansi, a spider whose ever-spinning, glass-threaded web connects them to each other in a silent mutual understanding? My parents didn't know, I tell actual Kwame, and his pity deepens. Kwame to my parents was Kwame Nkrumah, the first independent leader of Ghana. Who can blame them, and what can be said? My name is both connection and severance, marking me as part of something that I can never truly know. I am one small love letter in African Americans' one-sided romance with the African continent, whose shores are a graveyard with both slave ships and mislabeled letters home. When we first move away from Brooklyn, I hate my new school, and the 4 other schools I start as a new kid each year after. Halfway through 5th grade, we visit Brooklyn for some kind of May Day for my old school in the park. I arrive, see some of my old friends, but also kids I don't know, running around what had been our favorite tree, but was now theirs. A year is a long time for a kid. They know my name, but that, it seems, is not enough. On the drive back to New Jersey, I sit in the passenger seat of my dad's car and cry and cry and cry. Where we are going doesn't feel like home, and Brooklyn has been revealed as some kind of cruel mirage. Whatever I didn't or don't know about my name, I now know, in this moment in the Holland Tunnel, my tears are as salty as the sea air that my ancestors tasted when they stepped on foot on Hispaniola in Jamestown. I'm a new kid again, having only just moved to the Hudson Valley, and I've figured it out. I made it here on this stage, for example. Instead of shying away from my name, I now lead with it, as I did in this story. And this is why Kwame Alfred Holmes is Black History Month. Black people in the Western Hemisphere are the world's last new kid, because we can't know home. That follows us. It's why our sounds and sights are always what's newest and what's fresh, what's on the tip of everyone else's tongue. It's why, however unsure I have been, or still can be when I say my name, I know now that no one can ignore the sound of my voice. Thank you.